My name is Toxic, as I'm known as Toxic Beats. Yes, I'd like to greet you as you are my audience today, and you're gonna be listening to how I came about to be Toxic. So I'm a producer and also an artist. I came about in this area, which is Amber. Yeah, I grew up here and basically started my music journey here. So yeah.
Vuma TV.
Okay, what I could say about myself is that me and music come a long way, and I've been basically doing music for a longest time. I started back in 2015, if I remember well. I started as an artist. Then later on, I started dwelling more into YouTube content. Then I started watching more on beats. Then I started making beats, and I started following the journey of becoming a producer. So I basically started back in 2021. Yeah, that's when I started using FL Mobile when I started. Then I went on and started getting my own PC and started making beats and started dwelling more on engineering, mixing and mastering, and actually doing sessions with other artists. I could say that my first album as an artist, I started working with Aubrey Audible. Then he introduced me to Vince Berlin. That was my beat maker at that time when I was starting out making music. Then later on, I started working with a lot of people, like even went to Combinations Record. I've worked with Ivy Black. I've worked with King C. I'm currently working on a project now with King C. It's the Slide Music. You can follow the guys on YouTube. Shout out to them, and shout out to Aubrey Audible. Shout out to Vince Berlin. Shout out to Producer Black. I've worked with him. Shout out to, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but we'll see it in more details. Okay, the problems I've encountered in my journey, I feel like it's mostly money, because I've been struggling like to get the sessions that I wanted as an artist back then. That's why I decided to start my own thing and started my own record label, which is Abro Entertainment. So basically that was my initial problem, because even now I can say that I'm engaging more, trying to build an audience, trying to make beats, trying to put myself out there, but it's still the initial problem, because I feel like as an artist or producer you should be working in order like to gain something, because you should use money in order to get money in return in music. So I feel like that's the initial problem we're facing. Yeah, but we're facing a lot as artists. Yeah, but we're struggling to get those proper studio sessions. So that's why basically I started my own thing, and I encourage artists about to hit me up. We can work anytime you're willing. My prices are low. I haven't gotten much opportunities in the music industry, but I've been putting myself out there, and hopefully I'll get opportunities. Like, I'm still hoping for proper management. I'm still hoping for deals, even though they're part-time. I can work with deals, uh, even if it's not for a longest period of time, but I can work with any label at any given time. You could just name the place and just we can do a contract, or maybe for few months, not the longest time, because I want to be independent too, so I want to work on my stuff too. We can do just a contract thing that ends. So far I haven't encountered like the only track like I remember back then, because it's still in my YouTube. It's Dali. It's the Dali remix by Kamompela. So I made that beat. It's a drill beat. You can check on it. Yeah, I made that song. I think that song like really devastated me, because I almost fell that time, because I was focusing on views too much. I was focusing on the outcomes too much, and I was actually hoping that I'll get something out of that song. So it really messed me up to see no opportunities coming after that. But I got up and started restarting myself again. Or I could say that my favorite song out there, it's Pain. It's Pain. I can say it's Pain. It's on Audio Mac. You can check it out. Or I started getting audience when I started doing my daily cookups. You can check them out. I started dropping them on YouTube. They are available on Insta too, and on TikTok. So that's when I got my most audience from, because I was dropping like each and every day. So it was daily cookups. Like, I was dropping beats each and every day, because basically I had an idea whereby I wanted to drop as much as I could. I wanted to drop more content, so I decided on this plan to make like beats each and every day. And basically what I was doing, I was making a beat that day and shooting content that day and posting it. No matter if the outcomes it didn't matter, the outcomes, as long as I did that content that day, that was a done deal for me.
Vuma TV.
In my music journey is that the biggest thing I wouldn't forget is that I had a group back then when I started up. We started as Rebel Gang, and we decided, I guess it's because of growing up and stuff, others decided they wanted to pursue something else. Music was just a hobby to them, and I guess I was left alone. So yeah, I think that has been the most heartbreaking thing in my music journey, because losing those guys, really made me feel like I was lost. But it didn't matter, because music was always important to me. So I decided to get back up and keep trying. So the good things is that after I've decided to take music seriously, I've been getting a lot of shout outs, people DMing me saying my work is great, and others wanting beats from me, and others wanting to work with me. It shows the impact that I'm actually making, and I'm actually yearning to make a difference in this music journey of mine. Make me succeed in this music thing is the only thing that can make me succeed is to keep on going, I think, and never stop. And because even though there are fallouts, we do fall sometimes we lack motivation. That's the biggest encounter we have as artists, because we depend more on motivation, and sometimes we gotta pick ourselves and keep going, no matter if things ain't working out, but we gotta keep going and keep pushing. So I think that's the thing that I should keep on doing about posting more, doing more content, releasing myself. Even if I get maybe less views, it doesn't matter. I should keep going until I get recognized, yeah, as a producer. I could say basically if you were hip-hop artist, but I'm not well grounded only in hip-hop, so I do other stuffs like Afro-pop. I do a lot of genres though, like even trap, drill, some electro sometimes, dancehall, reggaeton, lo-fi. I do lo-fi too, boom bap, rap. So those categories are usually my soft side. What I can say is that the hardest thing is working with somebody who don't want to lock in, like who want to procrastinate, saying that you will do things the next day. And remember, we're artists and we should be locking in, because basically locking in is doing something even when you don't want to. So I've worked with some other people like who are slowing down the process, man, like who are always procrastinating. Like sometimes they DM you, they want studio sessions, they DM you, and later on that day they tell you, no, I'm gonna come at this time. Then they're not showing up, they're not even texting you what's the problem, you see. So others don't wanna pay, like other artists don't wanna pay. That's the most unfortunate part that we're facing as producers, because most of the artists are actually using us, yeah, well, as producers, yeah, well, because if you're getting something from me, even if we're working for free, but at the end of the day, give a shout out to me when your song drops. You know that I produced your beats, you know that I produced your song. The mix and mastering was on my side. I've been working overnight trying to get your own specific sound that you're looking for, but you don't even shout out to me. Shout out to Toxic Beat, at Toxic Beats, at Uproar Entertainment. You should be growing with me, because basically I'm lifting you up. You should never bite the hand that feeds you. You should be bringing me up too. So we should be getting up together, because once I succeed, you succeed. Once you succeed, I succeed. So that's what I can say.
Vuma TV.
The change that was brought into my life by music, I could say that I've been having connections with a lot of artists. Really gave me hope, because I've went to different shows and seeing artists come to me and giving me shout outs like, yo, Toxic, your stuff is great, man. It gives me hope. It kind of makes me feel like I'm getting somewhere at the point I am, because I started from zero, started from ground zero. So it really shows that I'm pushing and I'm putting effort into the thing that I want to do, because as an artist or a producer, you have wishes, and once you don't see those wishes getting fulfilled, you should be getting disappointed. Okay, what I could say to the youngings, to the up and coming artists, is that we should keep on working, like keep on motivating ourselves, keep on building ourselves. We shouldn't be shy about our own craft. We're all doing certain music, and we're at certain levels ourselves. We're not at the same standard. Others started a long time ago, others are still beginning, others are still coming up. So we should be encouraging each other and hopping on the same songs and just enjoying music. As Toxic, you can find my music on AudioMac. I'm available on Spotify. I'm available on SoundCloud. On YouTube Music, you can check my content there. You can also check my content, beat making stuff in TikTok, and you can also check me in Insta by Toxic. Basically, my word of the day is we should keep going and lock in. That's all I'm gonna say. Work first and procrastinate later. This really helped me a lot to express myself, so I wish more artists get this opportunity to share their music journey also. So I'm really thankful for this, thankful for the whole production, and I'm grateful as Toxic Beats, and I'm out.